Hi there, my name's Sebi and this is Spanish one day at a time.
Previously on Spanish one day at a time,
we looked at the neuter demonstrative pronoun this, esto, and we focused on the question, what's this? ¿Qué es esto? But before continuing with this topic, I would like to pause here and explain a little bit the definite and indefinite articles. Una, el, la, and their plural forms. Unos, unas, los o las. In today's episode, we are going to take a deeper look at these articles, when to use each of them, along with some tips on how to remember those that are exceptions to the rule. As you already know, every language has spelling and grammar rules, but these rules also have exceptions. And today I'm going to teach them to you. Articles in Spanish, as with all Romance languages, vary in form to indicate gender, masculine or feminine, and number, singular or plural. The genders of most Spanish nouns have unfortunately to be learned, just as learners of English have to learn how to spell individual words. I have prepared a chart to show you these general considerations with examples to keep in mind when learning and when to use these definite and indefinite articles. Let's look at them. The indefinite and definite articles, los artículos indefinidos y definidos. Rule number 1. If the noun refers to a male person, we use un or el before the noun, such as un niño or el niño. If the noun refers to a female person, we use una or la before the noun, such as una niña or la niña. And their plural forms, unos artistas o los artistas, unas artistas o las artistas, regardless the ending of these nouns. Rule number 2. So as not to bore you with the explanation, I'll just mention the example of the singular forms, but in all the slides, you also have the example of the plurals. Feel free to pause the video and read or look at them. This is rule number 2. As a general rule, most of the nouns ending in o or e are considered masculine nouns, and most of the nouns ending in a are considered feminine nouns. There are exceptions to rule number 2 though, such as these ones. Feminine nouns beginning with a stressed a or a with h, remember that it's silent in Spanish, they are preceded by un or el and not una or la. They are still feminine, un ancla, el ancla. They end in a, but this occurs only in the singular form, not the plural form, such as unas anclas or las anclas. There's another exception to rule number 2, and these are the nouns ending in o, such as mano, or e, such as calle. So we say una mano or una calle, and they are considered feminine instead of masculine nouns. And there are no available rules for determining the masculine or feminine gender of these Spanish nouns. Rule number 3. Nouns ending in ma are mainly feminine, such as una cama or la cama, una crema or la crema. Exceptions are words or nouns ending in ema, like problema, tema, or lema. You would say el problema, el tema, el lema. Rule number 4. Nouns ending in dad are mainly feminine. For example, una ciudad or la ciudad, una verdad or la verdad. Rule number 5. Nouns ending in tad and tud are mainly feminine. For example, la libertad or la actitud, and their plural forms. Rule number 6. Nouns ending in ción or ción are mainly feminine. For example, la nación or la pasión. Rule number 7. Nouns ending in umbre are mainly feminine. For example, la costumbre or la cumbre. Rule number 8. Nouns ending in ie and is are mainly feminine. For example, la serie or la crisis. And bear in mind that crisis is singular and plural in Spanish. We also have exceptions to rule number 8. The first one is nouns ending in is, but they are considered masculine, such as el análisis or el paréntesis. And bear in mind here that analysis and parentheses, they end in is, and they are considered singular and plural nouns. Rule number 9. Nouns ending in or are mainly masculine, such as el color and its plural form. Exception, la labor, work. Rule number 10. Nouns ending in age are masculine, such as el paisaje. Rule number 11. Nouns ending in men are masculine, such as el examen. As you can see, it's impossible to memorize every rule and keep it in mind in our daily communication. That's why I highly recommend that when you study articles in Spanish, you do it by topic along with their exceptions. Let's say, for example, parts of the body, and we say un ojo, because it finishes in o, una oreja, because it finishes in a, but exception to the rule, una nariz. I think that the simplest and easiest way to learn the gender is when you come across a new noun, put the article in front of it every time, and you will learn by association, following the pattern of a Spanish-speaking child. And one thing, do it in context, not in isolation. For example, as I mentioned before with the parts of the body, try to make a sentence and you say, I have a nose, a mouth, an ear, an eye. So in Spanish you would say, yo tengo, or just tengo, una oreja, un ojo, pero una nariz. Soon I'll be making some short videos about exceptions to the rule. I hope they'll be helpful for your learning. And if you really enjoy them, please give them a like, subscribe to my channel, and share them with others so they can benefit from these lessons too. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next class with more Spanish one day at a time.